Ports Authority and other agencies of government are here with us. His Royal Majesty, the Olu of Warri, and the Chairman of Delta State Council of Traditional Rulers, thank you, Your Majesty. His Royal Highness, the Regent of Guaramatu Kingdom, other royal fathers are here with us. The National Vice Chairman of our great party, the PDP, Dr. Cairo, captains of industry, host communities, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by congratulating the Governor and the good people of Delta State, the Honorable Minister and members of the Ministry of Petroleum and that of Trade and Investment and that of Transport, and our private sector investors and members of the whole community for this great project. This region of Delta State is vital to our strategy in the reindustrialization of our country. Sooner than later, we are going to be at the heart of Africa's largest industrial park, bringing this location into global relevance as it comes into focus for global investors. Despite challenging global macroeconomic realities, we have in the last few years grown our economy at an impressive rate, effectively positioning Nigeria as Africa's largest economy. I'm even more confident that with our various policy interventions, strengthening the economy will remain strongly on course towards achieving our objectives. As with most nations of the world, the challenge of unemployment remains critical and a prime focus of this administration. The Gas Revolution Initiative is an essential element of the transformation agenda of this administration. Earlier on in the life of our administration, I mandated the Ministry of Petroleum Resources to leverage our abundant natural gas reserves to position Nigeria as a regional hub for gas-based industries, particularly those industries that have significant multiplier effects, such as fertilizer and petrochemicals. I believe strongly that only by adding value to our natural endowments, such as in natural gas, can we truly industrialize and create more jobs for our young people. With our abundant natural resources, Nigeria should belong rightfully in the league of industrialized nations. This we must relentlessly pursue and achieve. This initiative, in particular, will create hundreds of thousands of jobs during construction and many more even after construction. Of course, the Honorable Ministers of Petroleum and Trade and Investment have elaborated on that. It is my intention to make this industrial park one of the world's most desirable locations for investors in gas-based industries, such as fertilizer, petrochemicals, etc. We have therefore approved the designation of the park as a free trade zone in order to ensure its proper development as an attractive environment for investors. To enable competitive access to global markets for finished goods from this park, we are also granting it a full port status. And let me reassure you that this project will surely meet the world standards, and it will be accorded the priority that it deserves. To accomplish this, I am setting up a special steering committee to be headed by the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources. This committee will shepherd the project and brief the Federal Executive Council regularly, not just briefing Mr. President, but from the takeoff of this project every week. The Minister of Petroleum Resources will give us a report card on it. Although the project is intended to be largely private sector driven, the federal government will commit necessary resources to support its start, including the provision of basic infrastructure. Overall, the most critical yardstick for measuring the success of this initiative will be the number of jobs. The challenge every president or prime minister faces is how to get jobs for the young people. So we monitor the activities. And the success rate in one way will be decided by the number of young men and women that are engaged in productive activities. I direct all relevant agencies of government to align with this project and vision and work efficiently towards the success of this initiative. Our investors have demonstrated great commitment, and I have to commend the representative of the company that spoke. You have shown commitment, and let me reassure you that you will not be disappointed. The government will do everything to make sure that the project moves as planned and you get rewards from your investment. Let me specifically thank the government and the people of Delta State and the host communities. Your support and your contribution, especially providing the land for the development, is a great reassurance and will not disappoint you. I am fully aware of the challenges this project has passed through, and especially in terms of the postponement. I was to do the groundbreaking on 15th of November last year, but some issues came up. We heard that there was some kind of tension within the place. And just like the governor mentioned, having worked very hard to bring relative peace in this region, I felt that any sacrifice is worth making to prevent any little thing that could instigate any other crisis, especially considering the fact that the funding will come from external investors, and any story about crisis will put them off. The Delta State governor mentioned that my first visit to Delta State then as a vice president was, I think, Camp 5, Topolo, was it Camp 5? To bring peace. And I know when we get to Warri, they send words across to me in Warri that they will host me, but that I should not come with anybody carrying gun. And all the security operatives that followed me said that we have to go back to Abuja. I said I will go. And everybody, those of you who want to follow me, drop your weapons in Warri, enter the boat, let us go. It was difficult to convince some of them that I must go. It was not as if I was insulated from... I was the vice president for just a few months. I was not insulated from any attack by angry youths, because I was then the governor of Bayelsa State, and a month before the election, Inagwa was invaded by angry militants to assassinate me. They couldn't succeed. Within a week, I was to sleep in my village house, and the house was bombed because people thought that I was in the house. Luckily, I didn't go. So it's not as if I was insulated, but I still say I have to go to bring peace to this country. We went there. That started the process of amnesty and other things, and now we are enjoying relative peace. So when we got that signal that people were angry, there could be some problems, we felt that no matter the sacrifice, let us all make sure that our good intention does not rather create different problems. So let me sincerely commend His Royal Majesty the Olu of Warri and His Royal Highness the Regent of Baramatu Kingdom and our dynamic youths from Isekri and Ijod within this area for coming together now to agree that these twin projects should take place. The gas industrial city of Ogidigben and the deep sea port in Baramatu, they are Siamese twins. You cannot separate them. And without peace, without